Okay, this is the extra examples from 4.6 variation. We learned that there was direct variation and inverse variation. Direct means that y is related to a multiple of x, whereas inverse means y is related to a multiple divided by x. That multiple is called the constant of proportionality or constant of variation, depending on which book you use. And we're going to be solving for that k and then writing the general formula. So we did a couple of these in class. We did A and B from number 1, so we're going to look at C. And let me get my pen. This says R varies jointly. Jointly just means two direct relationships. So this says R varies, so K is going to be up on top, jointly with S and V, so S and V will both be on top, inversely proportionate to the cube of P, so that would be P cubed. If they wanted the cubed root, it would say cubed root. So this is what we call our generic formula. We then are given values to plug in. So it looks like we have a 2 for S, a 3 for V, a 5 for P, and a 40 for R. So this would be, if we work it out, 40 equals K times 6 over 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. Multiply both sides by 125. That gives me 5,000. We divide by 6. Now if this does not come out evenly, oops, I'm losing battery power, then we will need to not round. We want to leave it in fraction form. So 5,000 over 6 can be reduced. That would be divided by 2, so that'd be 2,500 over 3. So that's my K. You also need to write the equation. So this would be R equals, now here's the thing. If K is ever a fraction and you already have a fraction in your problem, put the numerator on top and the denominator on bottom. That is how you would handle that. So this is 2,500 SV over 3P cubed. Okay, so let's look at D. D says y is directly proportionate, so that means it's going to top to the square of x, so x squared, and inversely to the square root of z. So inversely means it's going to be on the bottom. We plug in what we know, so y is 10, x is 5, and then z is 16. Work out this side over here, so this would be 10 equals 25k over 4. Multiply both sides by 4. Divide by 25. And reduce this down by 5, so that would be 8/5. Write it in our formula. Again, if k is a fraction and you have a fraction already, split it on top and bottom. So y equals 8x squared over 5 times the square root of z. Okay, this one is if you have the intensity of I illumination from a source of light varies inversely as the square of the distance, that would be I equals k over d squared because it's inverse. If the searchlight has an intensity of 1,000,000 candle power and we're 50 feet away, we need to solve this. You'd have to square 50, which is 2,500. I'm going to write in my commas. And then you're not dividing 1,000,000 by 2,500. You're actually going to have to multiply. So that is going to add 2 more zeros to this guy. So 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2.5 billion essentially. So that's K. We write that in then our formula. So this would be I equals 2,500,000,000,000 over d squared. So that's my formula for my general formula. And then this is tricky. They give you miles, but the original was in feet. So we need to convert this. Ooh, that was interesting.